Hi there, welcome back to Descent of King Hesper. We're still in Order of the Stick, and we were in this room, and I think I had no idea how to solve it, so we're going to have another look at this. I did think of something to do in that other room that I couldn't do on the earlier level, so we will look at that when we come back. But hopefully this room does look like, this level does look like just 8 rooms. Yeah, the entrance is not a room, but we'll see. Alright, so hopefully this won't take long. I feel like this part is required, but I am not sure how, because there's no way to get to here safely. Also, this whole thing is also very confusing. How do we get back through here? Oh no, actually this is fine because we can put the mimic down here. Yeah, okay. Mimic goes down here, it pushes us through this. Alright, so the problem is we need to get this seep to this spot or this spot. Okay, Mimic needs to be down here when I drop the trapdoor. Okay, let's just think about this one first. Alright, so I think the only issue is, yeah, handling this seep. So can we stun the seep? If we try to push the seep into the Mimic, that will stun it. Okay. I mean, there's maybe an idea in that. I could have the Mimic here or here and push it that way. The problem with that is that the seep does not get stunned for enough time. Like, it's only stunned for 1 turn, so... so it's stunned for 1 turn, but then we need to... Yeah, we still don't have time to, like, turn our sword away and back, so it would be... like, push it and then push it in a way that the Mimic can then also push it. So that doesn't work. Like, I'm pushing it. The other thing is the Mimic could push the seep into me. I don't think that works though, because whichever way I move, that's the way that the Mimic is going to push the seep. So like, if I move southeast, then the Mimic's sword is stick is going to be moving southeast, which will push it that way. Alright, what else can we do? We can get the Mimic close. Seep moves after the Mimic, like, yeah, I mean, the Mimic pushing me in front of the Seep is obviously no good. So yeah, it's probably this one, but how? Yeah, I move before the Mimic, so Mimic pushing the seep first doesn't matter. It has to be me. That's interesting. The Mimic can't move north because the seep is in the way for that brief moment. Oh, hello. That is a plan, actually. I need to get the, if the Mimic is, something, the Mimic needs to be facing the right way. I can push the seep up. The Mimic will block the seep. So I need to be like this. The Mimic needs to be... Actually, the Mimic doesn't even need to bump off the seep. I can just move east. Okay. So we have a plan. We need to... okay, right way. Oh no, this is right. Oh no, I need to move pushing it up. So we do need to use the that is very silly. Okay, and then okay, seep goes up here. We get the Mimic down past here, not using the trapdoor. Okay, so that's all safe. Okay, you go there, that should be fine. Alright, now we go hit the trapdoor. Okay, this is... ooh. Is this tricky? Yeah, definitely need the Mimic down here to push me through this. I need to... do I need to get them, actually? Okay, we can do that. That should be fine. I was thinking maybe I could, if I had my sword in a, if I had a, yeah, if I had my stick like, yeah, if I could have a stick like this, I'd get to here and the soup would be here and I could push it up, but it's not working. maybe this is the point where we need to use this. Like, I didn't need this part for the first bit, so maybe I need it for the second part. But I mean, that doesn't work, does it? Yes, it does. Okay. And so now we need to get it back. Yeah, we need it back over this side, so that's oh, how does that work, though? Mimic needs to be here to push me through this. I can't... Yeah, we definitely need to get the sleep to end up on this spot. Yeah, I mean, this part is... okay. We've got this little hole down there to make this part possible. Yeah, Sip's too far away. Okay, alright, so to push it up from here to here, I don't think that's possible. We need to be... Okay, let's... I mean, one thing we can do is... Okay, ignore that for now. There's not something I'm missing in this part. Like, if I can get to... Oh, that's... okay. Alright, yeah, okay. Yeah, I should have seen that before. So I don't need... yeah, I don't need this part at all. Okay. Yeah, that was something I should have seen. We need to come up here to get that going. We need... Mimic Sword to be up. Push through, down. Okay, Mimic can come through. Actually, let's go down. No, we'll do this. Okay, we need to do that. Okay, cool. Okay, soup in the middle. We have 3 mimics. We have one trapdoor. What are we asking ourselves here? Oh, we've got to go around backwards. I'm just trying to follow the arrows, but yeah, obviously that's not going to work. So these just operate arrows. What does that mean? We do need to start them down the bottom. Alright, so if we do the obvious thing first, what happens? Right, 2 gets stuck. Yeah, so as soon as I hit the plate... Right, so yeah, when the third one... What's happening is... yeah, first one pushes me, second one pushes me onto the plate, which activates the arrows. So that means when the third one pushes, they can't push past. Right, so... Okay, I think what we have to do is... We need to have... Wait. Yeah, I feel like we need to have... We need to have 2 of us across. Let's go down. Like, if we do... Is this something? Okay. So, okay, my plan is we need to have 2 of us pushed across to here. And 2 surviving down here. 1 gets pushed across this way, which is fine. No, is it fine? I don't think it is fine. Because if we get pushed across this way, then there's no way back. Is there? Alright, let's just try one mimic at a time. So what I want to have is cross the right, so I want alright, so I can do this. This lets one of us cross. Okay, the arrows also help to stop these guys from falling into the fire traps. Okay, so what if I'm not facing this way? Okay, what if this is number 4? And 4, I'm in 3. Alright, so I want... Actually, these don't matter. So I want 3 of us standing here with swords, sticks sort of this direction. So I step up, these guys get pushed, then this guy moves up and pushes everyone at once onto the button. Okay, that will work. So these guys need to, doesn't matter, this guy just needs to be last. Actually, it doesn't even matter because I am pushing everyone. So so we just need to change the orientation of this guy. So we can do that by like that. That will work. But now I want you down there. Okay, we need to line up. Okay, that should work. I need to be... like this. Okay. No one's stunned. Turn. Push. Okay. And then we just do that twice more. And we're good. So, yeah, we don't actually need to save this guy. Doesn't look like there's any issues. So now we need to rotate this way. No, we need to rotate. I mean, let's go get the trapdoor first. Actually, let's... Okay, yeah, I don't need that one. Okay, so we need to be facing like this with one of them facing southwest. I'm doing that the wrong way. Hang on, what am I need to be facing this way. One of them needs to be southwest. So that's 90 degrees counterclockwise. Yes, okay. Okay, that's the right spot. No, that's not the right spot, that's the wrong side. Okay, we're just going to do this the slow way. Trouble with this is now we're all swords are wrong, and actually your stick orientation doesn't really matter. Right, this is how we start. Okay. Right, and then kill the seep, and we don't need to do anything fancy here. We can just do a standard this sort of maneuver, push across, and we're through. Cool. Okay, last room. Oh, clones. That's interesting. Sorry about that. Let's turn phone notifications off, or at least move it away so it's less loud. Right. All right. So we got to move the keg down to here without bad things happening. Oh, we just place a bunch of clones in the arrows, I guess. And then we go push, turn, 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 bump, turn, turn. Okay. So that's easy enough to do. So like optimizing this would be a matter of stick orientations. We just need to make sure everyone's set up. So you have to rotate a bunch, you have to rotate a bunch, you're fine. You have to rotate a bunch. So really, probably we'd want to start with maybe a north sword or maybe even a northeast sword, a northeast stick. Then we're also pushing this across a little bit. Let's do that. Actually, I can set things up properly. Alright. So I wonder if that is actually the fastest. I mean, I guess you'd have to... Actually, I don't need to turn here. Yeah, you actually need to be like that. Also, we need to get your stick out of the way, and we need to get your stick out of the way. Yeah, everything else is, I mean, I've got an extra 10 here and I need to get out again, so we're going to do that. Okay, we'll leave. See how that score is. Oh wow, yeah, I could have saved 4 turns. 4 turns. Anyway, yeah, cool. So we've got another token. Oh no, it's this spot. Return to Order of the Stick. Return to Fork of Affinity. We are going to go to Order of the Stick. So how many of this have we done now? Right, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So just number 4, which I'm guessing will be in chapter 8. And then we can do the loop and get round to this room, find out what's in here. Alright, where do we want to go? We want to go back to Order of the Stick, because I need to go back through this level and see if I can see if my idea works. Okay, so it's a secret to the south and through here. So the problem was that with the mimic, oh yeah, the other thing we should look at is if we turn on alpha blending on this level, all the outside's meant to be black, so this gives it like a very different impression of it. So it's, yeah, much more spooky and not sort of all gardeny. It also means that the oh wow, that's that is hard for me to see. Okay, that's, yeah. Wow, that does actually seem annoying. Like this passageway, if it was just straight, then it'd be fine, but that, yeah, this seems annoying. Okay, this room, right. So the problem was that if Beethro turns, he dies straight away. If the Mimic turns, yeah, if you push the Mimic, yeah, the Mimic doesn't... The Mimic can't activate something on a turn. I mean, the fact that Beethro dies after turning is a problem, but... So the solution is, Beethro needs to turn and move at the same time. And the way we accomplish that is we get into this configuration. So this should work. Now I can turn and I move at the same time. And this works because now we can both push these, and hopefully it's not going to be a problem to get into that configuration. So we can do this. We are on the wrong side for each other, but that's okay. In fact, let's just go up here. Actually, maybe I wanted the ooh, how do we get into this pattern anyway? Then that doesn't work. Let's get on the same horizontal plane. I can't do that. Okay, so this is not... completely simple. Okay, that's... Maybe I should have sent them... Yeah, maybe I should have sent the Mimic in first. Oh, hang on, I bumped the Mimic. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, okay, doing this Means the mimic can't move. Alright, so it's, yeah, it's still not quite so simple. I'm pretty sure this has to be the way to go, though. Okay, don't bump the mimic. Oh, okay, how do we get into this position? Okay, let's think about it. So, in order to move so that we've got our swords and our sticks crossed, right, I need to move. I think I need to move south. Okay, if I'm moving southwest, the mimic can only be up here. If I'm moving southeast, then the mimic could be here. And we can go on this spot. Then the mimic's bumping off the wall. Okay. So let's rewind everything. I won't. I think I will send the mimic in first. So now I want to be move up. Up. All right. Okay, move across. Problem. Yes, okay. It doesn't work. I need to be moving into the mimic stick. Alright, let's rewind. Is it possible to go from like this configuration? Maybe this is better. Except I need to be facing this way. And then I need to be turning south. Like this. I can't get my stick into the mimic because that will make the mimic stand still. Yeah, and the only way that works is I need to if I'm pushing the mimic this way, yeah. So I don't think that works. Okay. Alright, let's just play about in the up here. Alright, so how do we get into this position? Okay, what if we go heading north? Maybe that will be better. Oh wait, maybe if it's like this. Oh no, then we're pushing the mimic. Mimic can push me. Is there anything in that? So no, I need to. I don't think there's any way of arranging it so that I can push the mimic and then push its sword. Like, I'd need to. I need to. Yeah, if I'm pushing the mimic, then I'm like too far away from it. Yeah, the only way to close the distance, I can't move this way, I can't move this way, I can't move this way, so... Yeah, that's a stun, that's a block. Okay, so... Alright, what if the mimic is facing... What if the mimic is facing this way? Is there anything in that? So now I need to move... I need to do this twice. Like, is there any configuration that actually works? So... Boop. I mean, the problem with this is that the mimic dies. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing in that. Alright, so... I mean, it's fine if we're already like this, but if we're not like this, then... Ooh. If we're already like it... What if... we can't enter like this. If we could enter, then... no, we couldn't do it because we can't hit these ones. Yeah, if we're in a little formation, that's not going to work. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, so I need to be south of the mimic, and then we can bump up that way, and then we can turn. And then we can do that. Okay. Alright. Oh. Alright, so mimic needs to be north of me, so I'm going to go in first. And like, I think I wanted extra distance, but okay, that's slightly annoying, but we can do that. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can leave. Oh. Okay. Very good. Alright, let's get out of here. Now we did do the hub room already, so that's good. So next time, we get to do time clones. And I think that's the last level on... No, the main part of 7. It's a time limit, 51. 61, okay, it's 10s. Oh, we need to... What happens if we get stuck in a wall? Okay, it doesn't put a wall underneath us. I don't know if it can, actually. I wonder if we can mess things up. Yeah, it fixes it up. Okay, right, let's stop being silly. Oh, and step on the north checkpoint. Alright, so next time we will head down into the temporal regulator. I'll see you then.